Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Imran Mir. In this audio visual presentation, I will discuss factors that affect advertising audience's response to an ad message. Before discussing those factors, I would briefly define types of advertising audience. There are two types of advertising audience: consumer audience and organizational audience. Consumer audience are those customers or individuals who buy products and services for personal or private use or for household purposes. Organizational audience comprises of those customers who buy products and services either to run their businesses or to use those products in manufacturing of other products or resell them to other customers. The focus of this discussion is consumer audience. Consumer audience varies in economics such as income, culture, lifestyle, attitude, and other characteristics. And this situation grows even more complicated as an advertiser moves from one country or from one culture to another culture around the world. Advertisers describe the composition of consumer audience through demographics and statistics that categorize people by age, occupation, income, and other external objective variables such as education. However, demographic analysis of audience has some limitations. It does not provide information about what is in the head and heart of audience, what they think and feel. For example, two persons with same income level driving two different cars. One person drives a luxurious car, other person drives an economy. Demographic analysis does not answer this question why. These questions are answered by consumer psychographics. There are three types of psychographic factors: psychological, social and interpersonal, and situational factors. Psychological factors are influences comprised of the complex emotions, motivations, attitudes and other internal forces that lead people to make decisions. These psychological factors are themselves influenced by some other outside factors like social and interpersonal factors. In this presentation, I will discuss some important psychological factors that may influence consumer behavior to buy a particular product or brand, or that may influence consumer response to advertising messages. 1. Needs and motives. All purchases are driven by needs which buyers sense as gaps between their current conditions and their ideal conditions. For instance, if you are hungry, you may feel a need for food. If you sense a lack of excitement in your life, you might try to fill this need by purchasing a sports car, etc. When a need increases in intensity, it becomes a motive or drive. Or you may say, a motive is an internal factor that guides consumer behavior towards satisfying an aroused need. For example, when you are hungry, when this need increases in intensity, it forces you to find out the solution or food. Motivations. Motivations are reasons behind behavior. There are different theories related to consumer motivations presented by psychologists. One of the popular motivational theory is known as hierarchy of need approach by Abraham Maslow. This theory categorizes consumer needs into 5 categories: physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, self-esteem, and self-actualization needs. The central idea of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need approach is that consumers satisfy their needs in a hierarchy or in a hierarchical order from most important to least important. For instance, consumers first satisfy their physiological or basic needs. These needs are related to the survival of consumers, such as need for food, need for water, and so on. Safety needs ensure a safe and secure life that is free of harm. Social needs are related to belongingness, social interactions, need for love, need for affection and acceptance. Self-esteem needs are related to self-respect and personal recognition. Self-actualization or self-realization needs are related to realizing an individual's full potential or capabilities. This model is of vital importance for advertisers because when an advertiser develops an advertising message, it is based on some kind of consumer need. For instance, Nike, a well-known company, sports product company, develops advertising messages aimed at self-actualization or self-realization need of targeted audience. A well-known slogan of Nike, "Just do it," encourages people to stand up and improve themselves. The purpose of linking an ad message to some kind of consumer need is not to just entertain or guide consumer behavior. No. Through that connectivity, an advertiser is supposed to sell his or her company's product. For instance, Nike aimed at consumer self-actualization need, not only for the purpose of encouraging consumers to improve themselves. No. Through that connection, they attempt to sell their product. For example, you can improve yourself, you can be a winner, but by using the Nike sports shoes or joggers. Similarly, some industries like fashion and cosmetics industry, they are dependent on social needs of consumers. When these industries develop ad messages for their products, their base is social needs of consumers, or in other words, those advertising messages are aimed at social needs of consumers. For example, cosmetics product industry or advertisers usually in their advertising messages show their audience that if they use their product, it will help them to improve their beauty. These industries totally depend on social needs of consumers. If there is no social need of consumer, these industries cannot survive. Although Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need approach is an important model for advertisers, it helps them to develop proper advertising messages. There are opponents of this model who criticize it. They claim that it's not necessary that consumers satisfy their or fulfill their needs in a hierarchical order. A consumer can satisfy a need or more than one need simultaneously or at once. They are true. For example, consumers can buy bottled water which can satisfy their basic need. At the same time, it would be free of germs. It means it can satisfy their safety need too. Or they may buy a bottled water which is used by the other members of their society. It means simultaneously they can satisfy three needs: basic, safety and social needs. Both groups, the one who support or promote Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of need approach and its opponents, they are both right in their claims. But at least this model provides some guidance, an idea how an advertiser should develop an ad message. At least it provides an idea about the basic and other needs of consumers. It helps an advertiser to make an advertising message effective or result oriented. Besides consumer needs and motives, other psychological factors like attitude plays an important role in making an ad message effective. Attitude can be defined a person's subjective judgment about a person, object or issue, or it is an individual's assessment toward an object, person or issue. Attitudes are said to be enduring or lasts for a long time. Attitudes can be positive or negative. Attitudes are said to make or break a company. For instance, if a person has a negative attitude toward a company's product, and if sufficient number of consumers share that attitude, it means that company is in trouble. On the contrary, if a consumer has a positive attitude towards the product of a company, and if sufficient number of consumers share that attitude, it means that company is headed towards success. There are three components of attitude: affective attitude, behavioral attitude, and cognitive attitude. Affective attitude is related to consumers' feelings and emotions. Consumer emotions or feelings can be positive or negative towards a company's product. If that is the case, an advertiser needs to provide information to change consumer feelings about their products. Cognitive component comprises of the beliefs and knowledge a person has about a particular subject, product or organization. Sometimes consumers may have developed inaccurate beliefs about a product, or they may have acquired incorrect information about the product. If that is the case, an advertiser needs to provide information to change that cognition of consumer about the product. Otherwise, company would be lost. Behavioral component can be defined as translating consumer feelings and thinking and beliefs into action. Lifestyle is another psychological factor that affects consumer behavior. In simple words, lifestyle can be defined a way of living. In marketing, a lifestyle is defined as a person's activities, interests and opinions and consumption patterns. Consumers usually buy those products which are consistent with their lifestyle. Two factors, time and money, affect consumers' lifestyle. Money constrained lifestyle, these are the consumers who do not have time to buy a product or products. These are the consumers who are involved in multitasking. This presents an opportunity for some advertisers to develop such products which can facilitate those time-constrained consumers. For example, in a household, if husband and wife both are doing job, they do not have time to cook food. So food companies can provide them packaged foods to facilitate their time-constrained lifestyle. Similarly, there are some consumers who are money constrained. They do not have money to buy the products. So this presents an opportunity for marketers to provide low-priced products for money-constrained consumers. Being an advertiser, you should reflect the lifestyle of your targeted consumers in your ad message in order to make it effective. Besides lifestyle, personality of a consumer affects his or her behavior. A personality can be defined psychological characteristics of a person that have lasting impressions on his or her environment or surroundings or people around him or her. People or consumers usually buy those products which are consistent with their personalities. Companies develop brand personalities. These are human characteristics assigned to a brand in order to attract customers or consumers. Advertisers highlight brand personalities in their ads by creating a situation so that it can attract those customers or consumers or audience who possess the same personality. Besides personality, self-concept, which is considered an important concept in marketing, it plays very important role in affecting or influencing consumer behavior. Consumers or individuals generally buy those products which help them to express their self-concept. Self-concept can be defined as an individual's overall perceptions about him or herself. Self-concept is classified into 4 categories: actual self-concept, ideal self-concept, social self-concept, and ideal social self-concept. Actual self-concept can be defined how an individual sees him or herself. Ideal self-concept, how an individual would like to see him or herself. Social self-concept of how others see an individual, what they think about an individual. Ideal social self-concept, how an individual would like others to see him or herself. Advertisers use these types of self-concepts in their ad messages to attract the audience. For example, they use celebrities, actors, actresses, or public figures in television commercials or in print ads to attract those consumers who want to be like those actors or public figures. These were some of the important psychological influences or factors which affect consumer behavior, which affect consumer choices and how they respond to advertising messages. Before developing an ad message, being an advertiser, you should identify these psychological factors of your targeted audience in order to make your advertising message effective or result oriented. Social and interpersonal influences or factors. Culture. Culture can be defined as a value system, traditions, rituals, beliefs, moral laws, and so on. Consumers usually accept those ad messages which are consistent with their culture. They reject those advertising messages which are inconsistent with their culture. So before developing an ad message, advertisers should identify and analyze culture of their target audience. The ad message which are developed within the context of a specific culture are most effective. Besides culture, social classes play an important role in making an advertising message effective. Social classes are relatively a permanent division in a society, like lower class, middle class, and upper class. Identifying and analyzing social classes for advertisers is crucial because these social classes affect consumer preferences and behaviors. For example, consumers' media choices and preferences are affected by their social classes. The language they use, it is affected by their social class. So before developing an ad message and before selecting a medium or media such as television or newspapers or magazines for advertising, an advertiser must identify and understand what kind of media like television, newspapers, magazines, internet are used by their targeted social class. It would help them to make their advertising effective. Otherwise, there are chances of error. They might present their ad message in some kind of media which is not used by their targeted audience. Reference groups: two or more than two individuals who may have direct or indirect influence on consumer behavior, such as family members, parents, relatives, friends, co-workers, and peers. Reference groups are divided into three categories: membership groups, aspirational groups, dissociative groups. Membership groups are those reference groups to which a person or consumer belongs. For example, family, friends, relative, co-workers. With these kind of groups, consumers' interaction is usually frequent and informal. However, within the membership group, there are some groups known as secondary groups. Like when you belong to some union or some association, your interaction with those groups may be formal and infrequent. Whenever consumer or consumers make a decision to buy a product, these reference groups influence them. Aspirational groups are those groups to which a consumer does not belong, but he or she wants to be part of them, or in other words, he or she wants to join them. For example, some teenagers want to be actors, actresses, or celebrities. They buy those products which are used or endorsed by those celebrities or public figures. Dissociative groups are those groups whose values consumers reject. Marketers identify opinion leaders in each group. Opinion leaders are those individuals who are considered to be experts or knowledgeable people in a certain area or field by other people in that group. Marketers use those opinion leaders in advertising messages to endorse their product. Because people follow those opinion leaders, their advice, there are chances if an opinion leader endorses a product in an ad, there are chances that product would be bought by the consumers who follow the advice of that opinion leader. For example, Toothpaste or toothbrush companies, they use doctors in their ads to recommend those products to the audience. Generally, consumers perceive doctors as experts and they believe in their message. They believe that message as true. Besides reference groups, word of mouth communication plays an important role in promoting a company's product. It's known as free of cost communication. But being an advertiser, you have to be very careful. You have to make certain that a positive word of mouth is being spreaded by people about your product. Word of mouth communication takes place when actual and potential consumers interact. If a bad word of mouth about a company's product is spreaded by consumers, actual and potential consumers, it may not only hurt the short-term sales of a company, but in long term it would hurt the overall reputation of that company. These were some of the important social and interpersonal factors or influences which an advertiser needs to identify before developing an ad message. Besides these factors, there are some situational factors that affect consumer behavior, such as physical surroundings, social surroundings, temporal perspective or aspect, task definition, and antecedent state. Physical surroundings are the location, weather, sounds, aroma, lighting, decor, and other factors that make up the physical situation in which consumers are exposed to a product or in which consumers purchase or use a product. So being an advertiser, if you want to make your advertising message effective, you should replicate that real or ideal physical surroundings of your targeted audience in your TV advertising or print advertising. Social surroundings of a situation consist of the other people who are present when a product is purchased or consumed. For example, when entertaining influential guests, consumers often buy better quality products or food than they would normally eat. An advertiser of such products would want to take this fact into account. For example, food being served at an elegant dinner party shown in an ad. Temporal aspect, it is the amount of time which consumers use to purchase a product. For example, during winter, a consumer might think to buy an air conditioner, and in summer he or she might buy it. So, as an advertiser, you should run the ad when a consumer is thinking of or making his or her mind of buying air conditioner. It would make your ad effective because that information will become the part of consumer's decision. Whenever he or she gets an idea to buy that product, there are chances that they might buy your product. Task definition is the reason why the buyer is seeking information about a product. If you find this reason why a consumer is seeking information about a product, and if you use that information in your ad message, it will make your ad more effective. Antecedent state is a consumer state of mind or mood before and during a purchase. A consumer's mood can change during a purchase. What he or she has already decided to buy, he or she may change that decision. If you have already communicated information about your product, there are chances that he or she might buy your product. Antecedent state plays a very important role in case of impulse buying behavior, when consumers immediately get an idea of buying something. If you have provided the information about your product to your targeted audience, whenever they get an idea to buy a product, there are chances they buy your product. This was today's topic of discussion. Thank you for listening. Allah Hafiz.